I shall. Killed him.
Got the son.
Let him finish.
You're saying that you
Oh,
killed him?
Shame you had to shoot him, though.
As a marshal, I'm licensed to administer
No, I
justice.
know all about that. Just saying it would have been nice to put him on display. Make a statement.
You know he's
Hey,
offering
girls,
Negan freedom, in fact.
Marjorie, Bee, and Desi? Don't worry, we looked out for him while you were gone. I should pay him a visit.
Threatening him?
So what I'd like you to do, Marshall, I'd like you to tell me your story again. I want you to tell me all about the methane.
I can't begin to imagine what she went through.
You're out of the island.
I hope that you know
It's fine.
that's because you're brave.
If you do back home, just wait for the next bad thing to happen. If anything, I feel safer back there.
Herschel!
What's this? Is it for me?
Yes, it's a gift from Negan.
It was a gift.
Wow. Got me a souvenir being kidnapped.
There are not words I can use to express how glad I am.
Glad?
Of course.
Seemed like you cared more about revenge or whatever.
What are you talking about?
It's like you're obsessed with Negan. For what he did. But you don't see me. It's like my whole life you've been looking over my shoulder, watching for him, waiting for him.
That's not true.
Well, you never see me.
Oh Maggie.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
He was also a weakness for your relationship with your son. She couldn't stop, thinking about what happened to Glenn. Not only seeing Negan, but also seeing her kid. That's what he just said.
I only just arrived at the sanctuary. I was nothing. I was broken. But you saw something in me. Not what I was, but what I could become. God, I had no idea what I was doing. My first swing, I completely missed. The second time, I overcompensated. But you didn't get upset with me. You had the patience to show me
How to kill
how
people?
to do it right. We were untouchable. No one could ever take anything from us again.
Oh, you created that monster.
Remember that?
I do.
It was beautiful. Huh?
Back then. But now he's regretting it.
It was.
I shouldn't have killed the girl. You told me not to. And I disobeyed you. And I became the threat that needed to be handled. I promise you, that will never happen again.
You're truly sincere with all of that. I'm afraid of him tempting Negan to take back his place and all. We know that's what he wants, what the lady wants. Oh, Negan. She's gonna take care of Ginny like she promised.
Hey.
Hey.
I've been thinking about what you said. Here for a long time, for most of my life. I felt like the world kept taking. I think at some point, I thought that if I could just fight hard enough, I'd be able to get it back. But it doesn't work that way. Does you just end up losing what you got? And I don't want to keep doing that anymore. I don't know how.
is over.
Can't fix it. Sometimes I can just let it go.
Okay.
Doma says the clash of civilizations is
Doma?
inevitable. So when I told her about all the good you had done, she said you are the missing piece. I never imagined I'd find another home with someone. After you. I can't wait for you to meet her.
You're gonna
Mommy
die.
and Daddy coming together.
Ugh. I think that she's gonna ask Negan to kill you. I don't know why I have this impression. Like to prove that it's truly that Negan that she heard about.
Doma, I take great pleasure in introducing you to
Thank
my...
you.
Well, let's begin. Let's get to it.
I think our guest and I should take some time to get acquainted.
Of course.
You're just a pawn.
Of course.
Let the king and the queen talk together.
It's a delight to finally meet you. To find out that you are not, in fact, the product of someone's psychosis. I heard about your performance at the bank. The taunting, the joking, extra but absolutely necessary pinch of gruesomeness. Bravo.
Yeah. She appreciates your work.
I'm a gin man. Don't tell me you're spooked by the cops.
No, it's not the cops I'm worried about. Wherever a natural resource abounds, they'll come for it, like a sneaking, thieving pack of hyenas. The island needs leadership now more than ever. Someone with confidence, fearlessness, charisma.
He's not your guy. I don't want him to go back to be the old Negan. He changed. It took so long.
Tell me,
And he needs to find his family.
how would I help you?
There are others. Settlements as far north as Harlem. To unite them under one rule will be indomitable. And all of it, that can all be yours. Again. The keys to the kingdom.
Oh, the final temptation.
Maybe you're not the man you used to be. Maybe you never were.
Maybe.
The moment is well done, well created. The tension, the music, the box.
What the hell is this?
My former guest and I had a lot of talks. He told me the story of a man who murdered his father, and I could sense in the rest of this story what he himself couldn't. That his father's killer might feel remorseful. Now, of course, he only told me this once. He felt safe with me.
You talked with him.
And here you are, come all this way to save him. As you know, I eventually let him go in exchange for you.
Did you brainwash the kid?
I kept a little piece of him. And I can always go back for more. We have a lot to discuss,
You're threatening.
a lot to plan for.
You're threatening him to go back for Sean and Maggie and Jimmy.
Hi, I'm Eli Journay, EP and showrunner.
What the fuck? We're gonna have a season 2? I thought it was a spin-off with only one season announced. We're gonna have a season 2. Like, okay, a lot of things are closed, you know, with this final episode. And a lot of things can end like that for Ginny, for the Marshal, all of that. But they also opened a lot of these stories to something else. Negan being the king, you know, of that kingdom and reuniting all of these gangs, you know, in New York. The boss lady, you know, Doma threatening to go back, you know, to attack Maggie, Ginny and Herschel to keep Negan with her. Maggie, who knows now that at some point Herschel met the woman and that something is going on right there. All of the things, you know, with New Babylon, with the Mason, with the fact that they want to know how it's functioning and all, so they're gonna come back to take New York maybe at some point. All of that, you know, it's a preparation for a new season. I'm confused. I'm gonna search for the information. No season 2 announced, but the creator of the spin-off Ellie Journey confirmed the series never intended to wrap things up with season 1. It will be ongoing, he said. There are certain emotional things that are achieved and there are certain narrative things that I would say are just opened up. I don't like that. I don't like that because it's taking the viewers, you know, as fools. It's using the viewers and not thinking about what is right for your show, what is right for your characters. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. To think about how you're writing a story like that. You're finishing a story, you know, a season like that when you know for sure that you're gonna have a season 2. But to not close things and to open so many things for a potential season 2 that maybe one day you're gonna have but you're not sure of it, it's a sign of disrespect for the viewers. Because it means that the viewers, maybe they're never gonna have an end, they just have to wait and maybe they are waiting for nothing. And in a way, you are using the viewers because you want them to push, you know, to have a season 2. It's bad, it's really bad. And even more because of the fact that this spin-off was announced, you know, like it would be only a season 1. So to say now that things were not supposed, you know, to be closed with only one season, first, it's a lie. Like, okay, I didn't expect, and I said it in intro, for all of the things about Negan and Maggie, their evolutions and their relationship to be fully closed with this spin-off, but at least all of the narrative arcs, all of the things that you created for this spin-off, it was supposed to be closed at the end of this spin-off, which was made, announced to be only one season. To say now that you didn't close all of these stories because maybe one day you're gonna have something more about it, but you're not sure of it, it's bad. It's bad for how you announce the season, it's bad for how you sold it to your viewers, it's bad for how you're gonna use your viewers to have more, but you're not sure that you're gonna have more, meaning that you're okay to maybe disappoint your viewers and using them. I don't appreciate that. And it's bad because this final episode was amazing. But the fact that I know now that the intention behind this season 1 of the spin-off, like me, now I can say this season 1, behind all of what was written was that, I'm not okay with it. So let's talk first about what happened during this episode, which was great, which was amazing, for so many reasons. Like, all of the thing about that fight between Negan and Maggie, because Negan understood that Maggie lied, because also he had to push away Ginny like that. I think that he told her the truth about the fact that he killed her dad, but I think also that he said it to push her away, to be sure that she would go with the Marshal, that she would hate him enough. And that's bad because we saw also how glad he was to see her, that he missed her, that he truly wants her safe and all, that he cares for her, that he loves her. So that, for their relationship, Ginny and Negan, that's bad. After that, that fight between Maggie and Negan was amazing because in a way we are expecting it since so long. They had a lot of verbal confrontations, fights, but a physical fight, I think that at some point we all knew that it could happen because of the fact that that idea of revenge that Maggie had, she kept it, and for killing Glenn, maybe she would kill Negan. Right there we knew that she wanted to use him as a money of exchange to have Herschel. So for this fight to not only be verbal but to get physical, it seems logical, it seems right, and it felt great. And to end it like that, with Negan saying to Maggie in a way that let's do it, because also when they are facing Herschel like that, he's helping her to take the decision because he can see that she's struggling because of all of what the crow had said, and that right now when she has to really make the final decision, it's a little rough, she's feeling sorry, like he knows all of that about her, he knows her, like she knows him. Herschel, that discussion with Maggie into the car was amazing because during all of this time we were focused on the fact that what happened with Glenn, it was haunting Maggie so badly that she couldn't forget what Negan did, and that it had an impact on her personally and on her relationship with Negan for sure. But right there we can understand that it had also a big impact on her relationship with her kid, and that because of that she's gonna want to work on it. And I think that all of this episode, it was also about Maggie realizing that Negan is her biggest weakness, not only personally inside because it's killing her, it's eating her, but also because of that, because of him being her weakness and everyone knowing it, everyone can threaten her. That's what the crowd said. And also it's impacting her relationship with Herschel. So now she truly wants to work on it, to get over it. And that's a big thing, for Maggie, to decide that she wants to work on it and to get over it, to finish that. It's a really big thing for Maggie. And also for sure all of what happened with Negan during this season and during this final episode, all of that. Herschel, who met that lady, I'm thinking, like, we know that he's really mad at his mother, all of that, like, I don't want for the kid, like, maybe she brainwashed him, it would be bad, we'll see about it, and I'm saying we'll see if maybe one day we're gonna have the season 2, like for Ginny, is she gonna forgive Negan, all of that, we're gonna see it maybe during the season 2. All of the thing with the Marshal, I was surprised for him to not come back. I really thought, that it was not enough all of what we had with him to give up on arresting Negan. I was gladly surprised, to be wrong. To discover a little of New Babylon with this politics, all of what is happening right there, it was interesting because maybe they believed that you killed Negan. I'm not so sure of it, in fact, but maybe they truly believed it. But at the end, they were more interested by the Messiah, by how to have it and all, and it's going with all of what we have, on the island, all of these discussions about the fact that New Babylon, all of them, they're gonna go to take the island, to take all of their engineering and all. That moment, at New Babylon, it was for that to support, to have more things about, yes, they are preparing a war, on both sides to take the island. And that's why that lady, Doma, she wants Negan to be the head of this kingdom because she can recognize that he can do it great, and she needs all of the gangs of New York to be reunited to face that threat. She's tempting him with that a lot because of who he was before, but she knows also that it might not be enough, and that's why she's threatening him with attacking maybe Archer, Maggie, and Ginny, like, you're gonna do what I want you to do if you don't want me to go back to destroy that group. See, all of what happened during this episode, I loved it. It was great. And it could have been a closure, you know? Maggie relationship with Archer, Ginny, the Marshal, the situation in New York, you know? And even Negan accepting to be the head of this kingdom, or lying about it, or, you know, doing something at the end, like killing Dama and the Crot and just leaving the place like that. Like, everything could have been closed, or at least a little more, and you could have kept only little things, you know, open little windows to maybe have a season 2. But right there, they didn't open little windows to maybe have a season 2. They let all of the windows and all of the doors of that spin-off opened to a season 2, and being like, we need to have a season 2 for everything, for all of them, for all of the stories, for all of the characters, for all of the developments, for everything, we need a season 2. And that's what's bothering me, because you can try to have a season 2 by teasing stuff, maybe to have a season 2, saying we can do more, but right now they're not saying we can do more. They are saying we're not closing stuff to have more, without being sure that they're gonna have more. And it means that you lied to your viewers when you announced that show and when you sold us all of these episodes, and you're teasing us with that without being sure to have something else. So you want to use us, but maybe you're gonna disappoint us, but you're okay with it. It's making me mad. The intentions, you know, behind that, it's making me mad, because it means that you're playing with your viewers since the beginning, you're lying to your viewers since the beginning, you're okay to use them, you're okay to disappoint them, and I don't like to be used, to be played, to be disappointed. And right there, the fact that you played me and you're lying to me, it's disappointing me even more. Because during all of this spin-off, I felt respected. I even said it in intro. I felt that this spin-off was respecting the viewers, because it was giving us so many great things, and that story and these characters and these discussions and all of that, it was amazing, and I felt respected, and I felt like that's it. They are doing this spin-off great, you know, and it's a good thing for all of the other spin-off and movies that we are expecting. Like, it's a good promise and it's so cool. Now I know that in fact you didn't respect me at all. On the contrary, you lied to me all along. It's really not a great feeling, you know, to end this spin-off, this season 1. Oh, it's bad, it's so bad, because this spin-off was great. Why did you do that? Why did you do it like that? Again, they could have opened little windows to maybe have a season 2. Right there, that's not what they did. It's bothering me a lot. Tell me, what do you think about it? Do you have the same feeling than me? You know, that disappointment? How did you appreciate this season, you know? Like, did you love it as I did? Like, truly, I loved this spin-off, this season. I loved it. But I hate the intentions behind it, and that they disrespected the viewers by lying to them. And right there, taking the risk to use their viewers and to maybe disappoint them. That's not what I want with these spin-offs and these movies that they are preparing for us. That's not what I want. I understand that you have a universe that you want to use again and again for money, but you have to respect your viewers if you want them to continue to follow you. to trust you. And that's the worst, you know. If you're doing that, not only with this spin-off, but also with the rest, you're gonna lose the trust of your viewers. And you know, you already lost it with Fear the Walking Dead and other spin-offs, so do you really want to lose it again? And that much with characters that we love even more? With things that you're supposed to give us since so long, like I'm thinking about Rick. During the intro I said that all of this spin-off really reassured me for the spin-off and the movies. Now I'm not reassured at all. On the contrary, I'm worried as hell. Tell me what did you think? About this spin-off, did you love it like I did? About what I just said, you know, about their intentions and all of that? Tell me, right now I want your opinion. Okay? So it's the end of the season 1? Maybe I will see you one day for the season 2? I don't know. I will see you for sure for the second part of the final season of Fear the Walking Dead. And I will see you for the other spin-offs and movies, at least the one about Daryl and at least the one about Rick, when we're gonna have them. But for the rest, they lost a lot of my trust right there. When they regained it with this spin-off. Okay, stop. It's all for you and for me for this season 1 of The Walking Dead Dead City. I will see you for the other spin-offs and movies, maybe, we'll see. If you want, check my channel, maybe we are already watching some shows together if you want to stay with me. It's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Crazy.